Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is tarikaremba. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. So today we are going to be doing two things, killing two birds with one stone. So first of all, we are going to be finally reviewing the Catrice Cosmetics Vintage Soul eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. So this palette, I was supposed to review this when it came in my back to work with Catrice PR drop, but life has just been lifing. Okay, life has been lifing, but we're here now, and as you can see, we look phenomenal because this palette is a banger. Okay, this palette is amazing. So yeah, I love this palette. Everything came out looking really good. It's super pigmented, super affordable. Love it. I'll leave a link down below so you can also see where you can get it. The only thing I didn't like was that it had fallout. When I applied the black, I had quite a bit of fallout, and then I kind of had to like do a bit of damage control to get my makeup back to this point, but otherwise, besides the fallout, everything else was amazing. Packaging 10 out of 10. It has a mirror. Okay, it has a mirror. It's pigmented, and of course it's a nice mix of shimmers and mattes, and the black is a black, as you can see, so that was also very impressive. Anyway, let's get into the video so you can see for yourself, and of course we're going to be mixing it with a bit of girl talk chit chat. So I asked you guys to ask me some questions, but there were quite a number of questions, so I only covered enough to finish this makeup look, and of course we'll probably have a part 2 of this. Yeah, so let's get into it. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Okay, so let's get into it. This is what the palette looks like. Okay, so it is the Catrice Cosmetics Vintage Soul Slim Eyeshadow Palette, and okay, yeah, so as you can see, it's got the label on top, and can you see these designs? So basically these are the shades. These are the shades that we're going to see inside, and I think that is so cool. Then at the back you have some more information about the product. Okay, and then on the inside, first of all, you have a mirror. Okay, there's a mirror. I love that. You guys know how I feel about a mirror. And then here are the shades. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so this is 14 shades. Okay, so of these 14 shades we have 6 shimmers. Okay, so yeah, so far I really like the packaging. Definitely love it, and it's one of those like palettes that has like a magnet situation happening at the end. So like that, like when you close it, it kind of like, you know, so it stays shut. Anyway, let us swatch it. We're not gonna swatch the whole palette. We're gonna swatch 2 matte shades and 2 shimmer shades. Yeah, so of course we're gonna swatch the black because I feel like how good or how dark black is shows how good the palette is. Okay, so that is the black. It's a really black, and then we're going in with amethyst, which is like a dark purple. Like so. Okay, so as you can see, the matte shades are showing up. Okay, the girls are showing up. Super pigmented. Love that. Next we're gonna go in with moon dust. So this looks like a gray shimmer or like a dark silver shimmer. Okay, come through shimmer. So can you see that? Look at that pigment. Love it. And then we're gonna do one more, a lighter color. Let's do candlelight. Okay, so as you can see, this palette is definitely pigmented. One thing I can say from my swatching is that it seems like it has a bit of fallout. I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely got a bit of fallout. So in terms of pigment so far, first impressions, definitely give it a 5 out of 5. Now let's actually use it on my eyes and see what it's all about, and of course talk about these girl talk questions. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know what look I'm gonna do. Yeah, let's see if it comes out. Obviously I'm gonna try to use the same palette, but even though like I need an orange for this look, and this palette doesn't have an orange, I might just dip into another palette for orange. Yeah, I'm gonna dip into another palette for orange, and then I'm gonna come in with the rest of the colors so I can achieve the look I'm going for. But let's just get into this Q&A, child. Okay, so wow, okay, so this person says, this thing of saying we can't date your exes, aiwa, hapana munu, we belong to Ja. Okay, so basically she is saying that we need to stop with this whole thing of like, oh, you can't date my ex because we all belong to God. Okay, so I feel like this whole conversation is like a little tricky because, yeah, I mean, everyone belongs to God, but I feel like when it comes to dating, there are certain people that are just off limits. For example, like I wouldn't date my best friend's ex-boyfriend because it's like, why? Like, are there no men left in this world that I have to go for that person? You know what I mean? But then, yeah, I feel like there are levels to it. There are people that are just like off limits. Like if I thought someone was like the love of my life and like we were together for a long time, and then you as my best friend come through and you say you're in a relationship with him, that's just like, you don't do that. You don't do that, okay? Okay, so as you can see, we just put down the orange just so I could get my, you know, crease color going. So we're gonna go in with crimson. We're gonna go in with crimson. This color right here. Okay, so yeah, so I mean, so that's what I was saying. Like, there's just some exes that are off limits. Like, you can't do that. So yeah, there are people that you simply can't date because of the history behind it, and I feel like, yeah, that's just me. That is what I would do. Comment down below and let us know like how you would handle the situation. But for me personally, I'm not dating my friends or my best friends or my family's exes. Can we just talk about that, like color and how pigmented it is? So I'm definitely still impressed with how this is going. Okay, this is going good. It's blending in nicely. Okay, so yeah, I mean, and it's different. Okay, so like obviously for those people it's a no-go area, whereas if it's someone who's like, I don't know, just a classmate or someone that I just know, that's different. I mean, we just know each other. I don't really owe you that kind of loyalty, so I wouldn't do that in that situation. But like people close to me, it's not happening. Okay, so the next one is letting go of hatred for men. Yo, these questions are pretty deep, man. Honestly, I feel like the fact that you even recognize that you have hatred for men is a good starting point, because you can't fix something that you don't address. So yeah, but I would say that you need to get to the root of it in terms of like, what is your issue with men? Like, what did they do to you for you to realize that you need to like heal from the hatred that you have for them? And then you need to deal with that, because that sounds like some internal issues that you need to deal with. So ask yourself, what happened? How did we get here? And you know, what can I do about it? So yeah, that's like really just an internal thing. You need to figure out like what your issue is. So like if it's like a childhood trauma or whatever, then you need to now do the work for that. Yeah, so I would say like whatever issue it is that you have, you owe it to yourself to try to figure out like what's wrong and what you're gonna do about it. I hope that was useful, but like that's clearly like a thing where you have to sit down and have a conversation with yourself and ask yourself, why do I feel like this? What experience did I have? Like, how did we get here? But ultimately also remember that you're doing it for you and your peace, and if you don't do that for yourself, no one is going to come and like save you or rescue you or whatever. So you know, you need to let go of that, like for your own peace and like happiness and mental health. But again, you need to figure out why you're there in order to work on the problem. Okay, so the next one is overcoming horniness while staying single or celibate. Well, obviously I'm just sharing my opinion with each of these, and I'd like to invite everyone in the audience to give their opinion. So now I'm going in with noir on my lid. Noir is the black, okay. Let's see. Okay, this is like pigmented AF. Can you see that? This black is black, like black. So yeah, this is nice, but I see that it's got fallout. So I need to protect my face right now. So I'm just going in with a translucent powder, and I'm patting it underneath my eyes. So when I'm done, I'm just gonna swipe it off like we normally would. But anyway, so yeah, you need to know your why. I feel like with anything in life, the only way you're going to succeed at it is when you know your why. Okay, why are you doing this? Why is this important for you to do? And yeah, every time you feel that temptation coming on, you need to remind yourself why it is important that you do this or stick to this or see this through. Another thing is, of course, to make sure that you curate the content you consume. So for example, don't watch like erotic TV shows and listen to music that talks about, oh my gosh, I just remembered this word we used to say in high school. I don't know if people still say that, but like songs that talk about babsing. Don't listen to music that talks about babsing, because then you're gonna want to babs. You know, so like all of those things are things that you need to be mindful of, because they contribute to it in the end. And of course, you know, pray continually, bro. Gotta pray continually for strength. And whenever you feel the thoughts coming on, like, distract yourself. Literally get up and do something. Go take a walk. Go take a nap. You know, go clean. Do something to distract yourself, because if you allow your thoughts to keep like going in that direction without doing anything about it, then of course you're not doing yourself a favor. So once you feel those thoughts coming on, don't entertain it. Nip it in the bud. Ipapo. Nip it in the bud. But also just like remember to be patient with yourself, and just like, okay, this palette has fallout, especially for the black. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like this black is looking like it's really gonna mess up my makeup, and I'm so concerned. I'm so concerned. But yeah, fallout. Anyway, so yeah, give yourself time, and of course continuously work on it. You'll get better at it. Yeah. So now that we've got the black on, I'm going back in with that crimson on the edges. I'm gonna just, can you see that? I'm just tapping over the top in a bit of a like blending motion, so that I can now start blending the two colors together. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. How to deal with friends who don't respect boundaries, especially financially. First of all, you need to communicate your boundary, okay? Like, whatever boundary it is that you have set, you need to communicate it. You can't expect anyone to be aware of that boundary if it has not been communicated. So that is the starting point, right? But also when it comes to like boundaries, this blend, y'all, can you see this blend? What? Obviously I'm gonna have to go back into that orange that I had gone into before, but like from the black into that like crimson. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, when it comes to enforcing your boundaries, you are gonna have to be firm. about it, you also like, and in being firm about enforcing them, then you are also respecting your own boundary. Because I mean, you can't expect other people to respect a boundary that you don't even respect yourself when it's your boundary. So yeah, you definitely need to state it, be firm about it, and honestly be unapologetic about it. Okay, like, you know where you stand and you know why you stand there. So be firm, be disciplined about it. As for the financial aspect of things, it's just gonna have to be like being firm, you know. And also remember that, like, at the end of the day, if you don't enforce your own boundaries, then I mean, you can't be mad at anyone else for not doing that. So yeah, and I know it can be hard sometimes, but I always say anyone who actually values you and is like your true friend is gonna have to just like respect that and understand where you're coming from and why you're coming from there. I think it's also very important for our friends to know about like your financial sort of situation or like goals or whatever, because I mean, you know, not like too much obviously, because I'm not saying everyone must know everything about your life, but I'm just saying that like some like communication goes a long way, guys. And I feel like sometimes we're just like scared to communicate, or we don't communicate, and then we get upset when people like don't want to like understand or whatever. But it's like, you need to communicate where you stand. But can you see that blend? What? I look phenomenal. Oh, I haven't done a smoky eye in a long time, so I'm just like, man, you look good. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'd say about financial boundaries. Be firm. Also know your why, you know. And also, I feel like we're also just like at that stage in life where it's like, guys, you can't just be making like dumb decisions with money. Like, need to spend money wisely. Like, we're not kids anymore. We need to, you know, do that. And I mean, if you have friends that are still like being reckless with money and all of that, then you don't have to be a part of that, man. Like, you know your background, you know what you're trying to achieve, you know why you're being disciplined about your spending, etc. So don't let anyone make you feel bad about it or anything. But yeah, you also need to be firm. That is a boundary for you to enforce. Okay, so I've wiped off my my setting powder, but as you can see, like, the black is still there. It's ruined my makeup, so I need to do some damage control. I don't know how, but I need to do damage control. But can we talk about the blend though? Like, my makeup looks really good. I like that though. Okay, so before we go in and fix this mess, we're gonna go in with crimson on my lower lid again. And then on top of crimson, right on the edge of my eye, I'm going in with noir. Like that. It's so close. Like that. So let me just try to do some damage control before we come back and do our lashes. Okay, so as you can see, I just like went over it again with a thick concealer and then set it all over again, and then I had to spray it. So we did it, Joe. We fixed it. Anyway. Oh, this is hectic. Anyway, so while that's drying, oh, we're looking so good, guys. We're looking amazing. Anyway, next we're going in with our Catrice mascara, which is the Go Big Go Bold mascara. This is what it looks like. So the next one is How Are You? I'm okay. There's definitely a time when I was not okay, and I was just going through it, man. I was going through it, but I'm currently feeling so much better. So yeah, thanks for asking. And then the next question is money, sis. Looking for big money. Baby girl, I'm looking for big money too. Like, I am just trying to like look for money, put simply. True struggle, marry, guys. And I think the thing about this is also just like being in a place where like you're done with uni and you're trying to get your life together, realizing how hard it is I think a big culture shock that is a big shock that I got. I mean, I knew it was going to be hectic, but not this hectic. So I feel you, girl. But I mean, you're always hustling. You're always working hard. So manje, you'll be a millionaire. Speaking it over your life and my life too. So for lashes, we're going to be a little dramatic today. And we're going in with the lashes from Black Cocoa Beauty. And this is the style Cocoa. They are like super dramatic. So these lashes are dramatic AF, but they're so appropriate for the look that we're doing. And then the next one is why do men? Even me, I don't know. Even me, I want to know why do men. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like I don't know, man. I don't know why they do, but you know what, you don't have to deal with that. So if you're in a situation where you even gotta be asking why do men, walk away from that man, walk away from that situation. You deserve so much better. You deserve peace, you deserve happiness, and you deserve someone who you don't have to question. So walk away. So now I'm just gonna do my lashes and then come back looking glamorous. Okay guys, so I'm back. The lashes are on. The beauty is at a maximum, and I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder and I'm like, who that girl? Who is she? So yeah, I feel like a cutie. Hey. Anyway, love this. Love the palette. 10 out of 10. I hated the fallout, but I love it. This look is amazing. I think this is the best smoky eye I've ever done in my life. Do you see that blend? I look phenomenal. Okay, I look phenomenal. So yeah, if you also want to check out this palette, I've left a link down below. I've also left a link to the Insta store where I got these lashes, because I know you guys are gonna ask me, because do you see these lashes? Anyway, thank you for tuning in. We're definitely going to continue with this girl talk in a part 2, child, because I didn't want this to be too long. But comment down below, let me know your thoughts on each of the topics we spoke about. And to those of you who asked these questions, I hope this helped. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.